Hey everybody. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a video called Questions where I answered a few of your questions, and I got a lot more. So I figured I'd do another video answering just a few more of your questions. I did shorten them down, and I'm going to try to keep my answers as short as possible. All right, so I'm going to get right into it. Platinum Patience asks, why are so many women ready to be in a relationship but don't really know what it takes to make a relationship work? Well, let's think about it like this. We all get into relationships for selfish reasons or self-serving reasons. It's about what that relationship can do for me. It's about what you can do for me, not necessarily what I can do for it or you. So a lot of times we get into these relationships thinking about what they can do for us, and if we're not thinking about what we can do for it, we're also not thinking of what we don't have to offer it. And sometimes, even if we are thinking about that other person, if we are thinking about that relationship, we don't know exactly what that relationship or that person needs until we get into it and learn what's actually in it. So it could be either one or two of those things. Now, it's your responsibility to make sure that you're with a person who has what it takes to make a relationship work. During the dating and courting phase, this is the interview phase, not the impress you phase. So when you're in this phase, you need to find out if this person has what it takes to make a relationship work. And if down the road you find out this person is ill-equipped to be able to give you what you need and to feed the relationship what it needs to ensure that it's healthy, then it's your responsibility to make a decision whether you're going to stay and live with it or go. And a lot of times we invest so much in a relationship and we allow our feelings to make a decision for us that we stay with someone who cannot give us what we need. So in the end, it's up to you to make sure that the person that you're with or the person that you're dating has the stuff that it takes to make a relationship work. Pink Out One asks, can you discuss if God faults the man for pushing his wife into the arms of another man due to his non-spousal support, cheating, etc., and not embracing the family that he created? So let's make one thing clear right off the bat. No man can push you into the arms of another man. That was your decision based on how you were treated. You feel like you're not being treated right, so you make the decision to step out with another man. Number two, the Bible is very clear about God's laws. It says, thou shalt not commit adultery. It doesn't say thou shalt not commit adultery unless your husband isn't treating you right. When you made your vows, you said for better or worse. Well, this is the worst. So here's your decision. Did those vows mean anything to you? Are you going to break those vows, and are you going to break God's laws? One thing I would tell you is, as you make this decision, when you break God's laws, they will in turn break you. It's going to happen sooner or later. Just like when you break man's laws, there's a penalty. When you break God's laws, there's a penalty. This is the man that you chose to marry. So now it's time for you to make it work. There are several things that you can do. You can get counseling. You can try to communicate, talk to him. Several things that you can do. But when you break God's laws, you will be broken in return. You can guarantee it. Sabrina Summer says, my partner is about to start a new job. Congratulations. This job will prevent him from going to church. How can we keep God close in our relationship if only one of us attends church? Personally, I don't really go to church a whole lot, but my relationship with God has never been stronger. Your relationship with God shouldn't be contingent upon if you go to church on Sunday or Saturday or Friday or Wednesday or whatever days that you choose to go. There are a lot of things that you can do to make sure that God is the centerpiece of your relationship. You can pray together when you have time. You can send each other scriptures. You can discuss what you learned in church, and then both of you can have a conversation about it. There's plenty of things that you can do. There's a golden financial rule that I've been following for a very long time, and it is don't be dependent on one source of income. That same thing should apply to you spiritually. The word tells us to pray and watch and to search the scriptures daily. So there's a lot of things that you can do to maintain that relationship with God. You shouldn't just be depending on church. Ning Yang 25, I hope I said that right, asked, if you hold off on sex, how far do you go in the meantime with your significant other? Well, in an ideal world, you wouldn't touch that person. The word does say it's best that a man not touch a woman. That is not his wife. But in reality, you're probably going to do it. So my best suggestion would be to know your limits, to know your partner's limits, and that's going to give you the most decent chance of not taking it too far. Now on that note, I'm going to wish you the best of luck. You're going to need it. However, it's awesome that y'all made that decision. I really do pray the best of luck for you too. It's not going to be easy. Brenda says, I just recently broke up with the man I wasted over a year of my life with. We've all been there. I'm so angry with myself for believing this was the real thing. How do I get over the anger? Well, you have to realize that anger will cause you to waste time as well. You're angry at this man wasting a year of your life, but now you're wasting your own time by still being angry at something that happened in the past. The past already did enough damage in the past. I would advise you to not let it do the same damage in the present and the future. It's time for you to give up the anger. Because as long as you hold on to that anger, you're closed off from accepting the real thing into your life. And if the real thing does come along, he has to pay for what was done to you in the past. And that's never fair. Let go of the anger, accept the lesson, and move on. All right, I hope I kept it short and sweet. Listen, y'all, if you have any more questions, just put them in the comment box and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Also, the one is now available for all e-reading devices. Listen, make sure that you get this book. If you're tired of wasting time, if you're ready for the right person, if you already have the right person and you want to solidify your relationship, you need to get this book right now. If you don't find this book to be life-changing for the better, I will give you your money back guaranteed. So, the instructions are here and below. Go out and get it. Support this book. Let's make it great. And I hope this video helped you all. All right? Hotep.